road to rust. Now, hopefully you saw the other video that I made on this Ibiza the other day when okay, good, that doesn't go back down. When I pulled it out of a bush, and this car is just in a completely disgusting state. So I'm giving it its first clean in about 15 odd years, and I'm going to pull it out of here, park it up, and give it as best of a wash I can with, unfortunately, not very much. But nonetheless, I'm going to do my best to try and bring this car up to some kind of an idea about what it might look like when it's actually ready to go back on the road. This is the first step to do it. I need this garage back. My Project BX needs to go in there, which means this needs to look as clean as possible so I can dump it on the main road and no one will know the truth, that it's actually a complete pile of crap. Anyway, let's get started and pull the car out now. And just before I do this, it's worth noting, I have only driven this car up to the end of the garage. Driving it out here will be the furthest I've ever driven it. And as far as I know, it has basically no brakes. So I might drive into someone else's garage. Oh God, why do I do this stuff? Why do I do this to myself? I was actually warned that this car has a problem. The clutch just sort of doesn't engage. I think something's stuck on it. It's not the actual plate, that's fine. But I'm gonna have to now just pull it out because I can't bloody drive it, even though it was driving fine-ish up until I went to film this video, but that's obviously law, isn't it? So, do this the hard way then. So currently on offer at Halfords, it's very advertising, about £7 was some microfiber cloths, a bit of their basic shampoo and a bucket, and that is what I'm going to clean it with. I am not good at cleaning cars and I accept my limitations, so as I'm not going to be able to do a very good job anyway, why would I spend the money? And so far I don't know whether this car is going to the scrap. In fact, no, it can't go to the scrapyard because I promised the guy I bought it from that I wouldn't do that. How does that feel? Are we done yet? Okay, so the roof's now slightly clean, not quite how I want it, but as I said, I don't have all the stuff down here to clean it. It doesn't run properly, so I can't drive it. It's been a bit of a nightmare this day, but I'm still going to soldier on and do my best to just clean it off as much as I can. We'll just see what it looks like by the end. I'm not a miracle worker. Obviously the window's bloody stuck, so that means I can't just throw water all over it now, but I've just emptied the bucket, which was disgusting, and I'll show you what the next bucket looks like when I pour it out. But at least the glass can sort of get a bit of a clean, I suppose. There is a spider living in it. Well, what flies are you catching inside here? Just get out. So I've just finished cleaning a bit of the left-hand side. It's not come up as bad as I thought it would actually. I've got, unfortunately, some rust. We know about this. Colin poked a hole through that when we collected it. Got a bit of rust here and a bit of rust in the top of the wing. I don't think I'll ever source another wing for that. That's gonna have to be repaired and repainted. Great, it's more money, isn't it? I think underneath the car is still okay, but my problems are gonna be the bodywork. Mechanically, well, it runs, so there's a start, and I know I've got a problem with the clutch now, but I don't think the mechanics are going to be the problem. But really, I need to get someone who knows more about restoring cars than I do, which is basically no knowledge at all, to come and tell me just how bad this car is. I'll be working on that next time, but for now, I'm going to go clean the rest of it off. Because it was just parked under a fir tree, is just flick as much of it off with a cloth as I can, because obviously that will crack up a sponge, but yeah, that's quite thick. I feel like this is the main bit of like what made it look so abandoned, and now cleaning this off is sort of the first step to it having a bit of a better life, which is what I want for the old girl, which I'm calling Eel, by the way, on account of the number plate and the colour and the fact it's been a bit sad, but hopefully it won't remain like that forever. So here's a bit of a weird one. So I've got these vents, as you can see, they're completely clogged with all the bits of the leaves. But if I open up the bonnet and ask where are they draining into, well, I've got this piece here that goes into this hole, which goes into what I believe is the fan, the heater fan. What? Water can't live in there. I don't know how these work. I don't know if anyone with a knowledge of a Mark 1 Ibiza wants to let me know what the hell I'm meant to do. But it's too late because I'm going to clean it anyway. If water goes in there, tough shit. Right, let's go. Yeah. Right, I'll finish cleaning this off and we will head back around to the inside of the car and I will show you some of the state of what that is. Okay, so here is the next battle that I've got to fight, and luckily I just got another car back which had this cover on it, which will spare me some of the infection that I will have. I've hoovered that a bit, but yeah, there's mouse shit everywhere. Down there is awful. In here, these cobwebs have been, it honestly looks like some kind of medieval crypt in here. There's not really anything positive at all that I can say about this interior. At least I had hope for the paintwork. I thought, oh, I can see what that would look like someday. With this, I just see only more despair. And the interior, the boot, again, very medieval looking. And there's a little hole in here. but it seems to be sort of localized to just there. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Help. If you would like to come and join me on cleaning this interior, please do feel free to comment and let me know, and you can come and deal with all the suffering along with me, because God knows I am not looking forward to this on my own. Anyway, oh God, no, I'm done with this. Well, that is it. The clean is done. So thank you very much from me and Eeyore, which is now the cleanest CI Ibiza Mark 1 diesel in the country. I will see you again next week. Please make sure that you like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed this video, which of course you did. And remember that I will be continuing the progress of this vehicle on the channel. Next, I'll be cleaning out the interior, which, you're going to enjoy watching a lot more than I'm going to enjoy doing. So make sure you stay tuned for then, and I will see you again next week. Farewell.